come. The driving shot. No, but the drop out of the ceiling. Wow. Oladipo fires one. Markkanen. Lopez again. Into the lane. Back out. Threw it away. Oladipo. Test done as he runs. Looking, and that's poked away by Oladipo again. He runs in and dunks the ball. 26-17. And this is Oladipo to his left. Stops and opens. That's a three for Sabonis. Oladipo and 18. And Oladipo sets up with 1:11. Now he's got Markkanen on him. He ran right by Oladipo. Oladipo races in. Scoop. And here he comes. Stops. Fires. Ahead to Oladipo. Handed to Turner. He fires up.
Recognize that he's struggling here in the start of the third. Got him an easy shot. Oh, nice pass.
Sabonis.
What is son? Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the Courtside Seat Show once again in this lovely 2018. This is your boy Sean the Slim God. Let's go ahead and get started with the shizzo. So we're going to real quick get into injuries. Just one, the main man, James Harden. He has a grade 2 strained hamstring, left strained hamstring. It's going to be ugly because he could miss up to possibly 6 weeks. Pretty bad timing, considering they just got off a 5-game losing streak and they're trying to bounce back, and fortunately they added Draymond Green, who's been putting up some points, trying to contribute to where he should, but, it's going back to what I was saying, man. Are they really ready to make it to the conference finals and show and prove that they have the defense, let alone the consistent offense to beat any team 4 times in a row or 4 times, to get to the finals? So it's looking really scary for the Rockets right now. They're really trying to find their identity again, since Chris Paul's back. Now he's taking over, and then it was so funny that James Harden took over, so they haven't really made that full chemistry together as of yet. So hopefully after the All-Star game, everybody will be healthy enough to, be consistent and keep on playing. So they're still like top 3. So, no hurry, no waste, no worries. So speaking of All-Star and All-Star weekend, I want to definitely congratulate the first group voted in All-Stars. And the number 1 on the East was Giannis over LeBron. And the number 1 on the West was KD. And they talked to Giannis about it. And, this year they're doing captains. So whoever has the most votes on the East Coast, they get to be captains. And Giannis was like, well, for sure, I'm going to pick LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure KD is going to pick Curry. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's how it's going to go. And then after that, you're going to get to see the finesse of people picking who's. You know what I'm saying? I just really hope it's a mixture and it's not East against West. I want to see LeBron, Giannis, DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the big boys come out there, So that should be a good thing. And I can't wait to see the weekend, for real. And then the surprising votes that was actually on the ballot was, for me personally, D-Wade. D-Wade coming off the bench. And then Isaiah Thomas, who only played like maybe 2 games. We'll definitely talk about him a little bit later. But, it was kind of odd how they decided to pick them over, some really good players. You know what I'm saying? And then on the West, they also had Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma, as 2 of the ones that was on that ballot also. Now, don't get me wrong. Them boys is balling. I like them, but to be first ballot All-Stars, I don't know about that. I hope, but they was down the list, as you can see, but it was just very interesting just to even see those names on that list. But the sleepers for me that I thought could have been on this list by far, without a doubt, was Tobias Harris, and Kemba Walker. Why weren't these 2 voted on the list, man? Where are they at? And then on the West, mine was Steve Adams and CJ McCollum. You know what I'm saying? CJ McCollum's been balling. With Damian Lillard being out, CJ McCollum's definitely been stepping up. They've been steady in the rankings and everything. It's copacetic. On StatMoose, they had a really good stat about CJ McCollum, saying that the team is 7-2 or like 9-2 when CJ McCollum has more points than Damian Lillard. But they're like 8-13 when Lillard has more points than CJ McCollum. And then, of course, as everybody knows, man, All-Star Game is really just a popularity contest. Hopefully the coaches will pick, some of those sleepers that I just talked about. Steven Adams is that deal. He's really holding down the OKC paint for them, man. I really appreciate that. Without Enes Kanter being there, he's doing his thug dizzle, straight up, you know. And then Tobias Harris, man, Tobias Harris has been that deal, always been that deal. So I definitely see him part of the reserves because Tobias Harris is just that deal. And then I want to real quick talk about Draymond Green. I want to congratulate Draymond Green for his 27th triple-double, and he leads Warriors in triple-doubles after that 27th triple-double. He's fire. You know, you got to give it to him. He might not give you 20 points, but he's going to make sure that he gets the job done. Draymond Green is the Warriors cleanup man. You got to give it to him for appreciating the position that he's playing and, you know, not complaining about it. Everybody on the team knows Draymond is the man, but they also know that everything goes through Steph Curry. You know, but you got to commend Draymond because another good stat about these triple-doubles is they're undefeated when Draymond Green has a triple-double. Like, that's unbeatable right there. So I definitely just commend Draymond Green for just being a super-duper star, man. Just an all-star beyond an all-star, you know. So defensive player without a doubt, you know, all defense without a doubt, you know. Again, he can score 30, 40, but he'd rather get a triple-double every game. You know what I'm saying? With the 10 and 12 and 10, you know. So he has that Rondo mentality. Look, as long as we win, that's what I need to do. And as long as it's going through me and everybody know what it is, that's what it is. And then last but not least, I definitely want to commend and congratulate Isaiah Thomas for coming back on that court. Man, he looks good. I'm talking about everything that the Cavaliers has been missing. That's what he's bringing to the table. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play against the Boston Celtics. He didn't even come out to warm up or anything. Like, his family wasn't even there, you know. So he really feels some type of way about it, which is cool. You know, I'm fine with that, man. I salute the young boy. You know, he's solid. He's very solid, man. And when you see him out there on that court, He don't ask no questions. He don't look to nobody to ask any questions. He out there scoring. He out there balling, man. So Isaiah Thomas, man, he's gonna have the Cavaliers looking extravagant coming into the playoffs. So I was very, very content and happy with what I seen coming out of Isaiah Thomas, coming off that injury, man. So, you know, super shout outs to him, man, and it's gonna be tough for Boston once they get in a full rhythm and Derrick Rose get back. Yes, Derrick Rose will be back soon. And with that being said, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in again, and you'll definitely see me next week. Peace.